back, everybody, to another installment of the Black Lady Media Club. Hello, hello. I'm Nene.
I'm D.
Mina.
And I'm Yan.
And so today is a book club episode, and we told you all last month that we were going to be reading the Partner Plot by Kristina Forest, and we did. And today we're gonna discuss it. I hope you all read the book and are excited to discuss. I'm gonna read the synopsis again, and this time I'm gonna read the whole synopsis because last time I didn't, and thank God I didn't. I'm glad I didn't because it revealed a little bit too much of the book, in my humble opinion. But
Mine too.
I'm gonna go ahead and read that for you all, and then we're gonna start our discussion. Okay, guys?
Okay.
All right. So, The Partner Plot by Kristina Forest. Two former high school sweethearts get a second chance in this marriage of convenience romance by Kristina Forest, author of The Neighbor Favorite. To Violet Greene, fashion is everything. As a successful celebrity stylist, she travels all over the world living out her dreams. Professionally, she's thriving, but her personal life is in shambles. After surviving a very public breakup with her ex-fiancé 6 months ago, Violet is now determined to focus on her career. But life hands her something, or rather someone, that might derail everything. Xavier Wright did not expect to run into his high school girlfriend, Violet, the girl he once thought he'd marry on a birthday trip to Vegas. As a high school teacher and basketball coach, he rarely leaves his New Jersey hometown. So what were the chances? But when the initial shock wears off, they decide to celebrate together. They feel young and reckless as they party the night away, and reckless they clearly were when the following morning they wake up beside each other with rings on their fingers. Their impulsive nuptials might be a blessing in disguise, though when they realize that both of their careers could benefit from the marriage, so they plan so they play the part of a blissfully wedded couple, yet I feel like these sentences are a little
I mean,
weird.
the thing is, you don't have to read the book after you read that.
Right.
Right.
So they
There's
plan
no intrigue.
so
It
they
sound
It's
weird
not
and it
plan
happily
sound
ever
long.
after, so I know that they're gonna get together. So it's just like I don't need to know the ins and outs before I open the book up.
Right. You know what
Right.
happened too.
Right. Let me
Right.
finish, y'all. I'm almost done with the whole book. So they play the part of a blissfully wedded couple, yet when their passion comes hurling back, they realize their feelings are just as real as they were back when they were teens. But are their lives too different to stick it through, or will they finally get a happy ending? So yeah, basically, if you didn't read the book, you really didn't have to, because I just read it, the whole book, to you.
I didn't realize that synopsis was so long. I thought I read the synopsis. I think I just read the first half that's from that shows Violet's side. I didn't read the bottom
And that's all
half.
I read too, when I
Yeah.
read it on the podcast.
And you know what? Like whenever you're looking at the stuff online, they only kind of give you that first paragraph before you have to click more.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's probably what that was.
And good, because that's too much. That's way too much. I'm so glad I didn't. So stupid.
And so I told y'all I take the bare minimum when I read books because they spoil it a lot of the time.
That is crazy to me. Anyways, so how do we feel about the book, y'all? Do we like it?
I
I
enjoyed
liked
it.
it. I think it was very cute.
It was cute.
I ate that book up. When I tell you, I don't think I read a book so fast.
It is a very
It was
fast
easy
read. It was
easy
very
read.
good.
Very cute.
So I will say, some things I thought was gonna happen didn't happen.
Like what?
Should I just go straight to it?
Yeah. What you thought was gonna happen?
Yeah, but it didn't. I thought that she was gonna be pregnant.
I did
Okay.
too.
Oh.
I did too.
When she woke up throwing up, I said, "Oh,
Me too.
Not one
Dang.
day.
That's amazing.
Oh,
That's amazing.
yeah, I did too.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of
That's
happy that they
very
didn't go that route.
Me too.
Me too. Because after I thought about it, I was like, that's really like a cliche turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad it didn't do that.
And let me tell
I
you
was
something.
happy about that.
it's definitely a trap. Like y'all just
Right.
work together.
Yeah, and I want them to just want to be together. And let me tell you something. Kristina Forest, make sure she let y'all know Xavier uses protection. Okay, so
Yeah.
ain't no pregnancies in this
I
book.
thought I
With
thought he
no
was gonna say
chance.
something. I thought he was gonna say something when she said she got one.
I did too.
Is he
So what you down with? You just got
I
it
thought he
there.
was gonna be mad about that. I did. I'm glad he
right?
wasn't.
He's like, hold up. Me too. I was gonna say, hold up.
That would
What
have been
got to
crazy though.
happen?
But I will say, this book was a little spicier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
I was not
definitely.
prepared.
I didn't think. Mm.
It was a little less spicy than I thought it was gonna be.
Not you,
I
a
know that's
It was
smut
right.
spicy. I
reader,
thought it was gonna be. Um,
smut connoisseur.
That's
you right.
crazy.
You need to get off that Wattpad, baby, and you wouldn't be expecting nothing like that.
I said, Dave, we halfway through the book and they did nothing.
She
It's over
said
halfway through the
tame.
book. They did anything. I mean, they did the first half, but you didn't. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
She said this is tame. That's crazy. That's
But you know
crazy.
what? Whenever they first like did their little kiss in the car, I was like,
Right. Let me tell you something. Yeah,
in the car.
Michael Jackson meme. Put the Wattpad down.
Right. Put it down. Put it down.
Okay, so let's do um let's do character analysis, or just say how we feel about each character. And each character, I'm just talking about the two main characters, so Violet and Xavier. So we can talk about Violet first.
Okay.
How did we feel about Violet as a character as a whole?
I like her.
I like Violet.
I like. No
I thought she was
problem. That's
very
one of the
relatable.
only. Yeah, that's one of the first main characters in a book that you know I liked all the way through.
I feel
It
that.
was nothing that she did that I was like, why did she do that?
Mm-hmm. I feel the same
I
way.
agree that she
So I
was
did
very
like it.
relatable. Like
Yeah.
she kind of moved in a realistic way for the most
Mm-hmm.
part, especially like
Mm-hmm.
for me avoiding like phone calls because you just don't want
Yeah.
to deal with that. Like what you know is going to happen. Like when she was avoiding her mom's phone call, just because
Mm-hmm.
she knows how like invasive her mom is and
Mm-hmm.
stress her out. And then I like the background, like knowing like the consistency of their personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever she was like considered the troublemaker or like the one that's kind of the outlier. And so like
Yeah.
she's in front of like the chastising and like the judgment from the people around her because of that, like the adults around her, I would say,
Yeah.
because of that. So it makes sense that she got older and she still kind of felt that strain with her mom's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I think that that's relatable, like to people
Yeah.
like daughters with mothers or like just a child parent relationship.
Right. I feel like I really liked that Violet, although her dreams were so like outlandish, not outlandish, but so spectacular, that she was still able to get it done. And
Hmm.
because like people, like y'all said, people were chastising her pretty much her whole life about her being like eccentric or whatever. And I really like the fact that she was able to get to where she wanted to go. And
Hmm.
I don't know, I was just like, I like that she didn't have to water herself down,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Same.
agree.
Yeah.
and that she didn't turn into
Because
a bad person because of it.
Yeah.
right, because there's a lot of like personality traits that people want to align with success. So she was able to express herself as a child and be able to be successful. And then she comes back to town and here's the woman who probably gave her a lot of the flack when she was in school, being like, "Oh, I keep up with you. Oh, it's so good to see you. Girl, you didn't like me back when I was
Like
here."
that, and you know what's funny about
I
that?
wouldn't like it.
That reminds me of
Them be the ones.
right. That reminds me of when I was in eighth grade. Okay, so let's start by saying this: me and Violet are the same age, right? So all the stuff that she talking about, like, oh, when I was in ninth grade, this was fashion. I was literally in ninth grade with that same fashion. It's crazy.
Mhm.
And
She
so,
said the crop top and the knee length pencil skirt. I think this is so funny.
like,
That's
oh,
so.
I'm so
When
embarrassed.
she was
And
talking about
she
like her
said
top
Doc
coat and
Martens and
stuff.
some type of shoes she had on. I said I can see that right now.
No,
I can see it.
Yeah,
I
literally.
was, I can see.
So like when
yeah.
I was in eighth grade, I had a Spanish teacher. I think we all took her. I think we
Mm-hmm.
all took the same Spanish teacher. Oh,
Is that
did you take
Yamina?
Spanish? Yeah, yeah.
Is Yamina took French?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah. So my Spanish teacher in eighth grade, she did not like me. She just felt like I did too much or
She like me
whatever.
either.
The feeling was mutual, 100%. And I remember, and she called me out my name before. So if I ever see her
Mm-hmm.
again, words will be said. Anyways, but I do remember when I went to ninth grade, I think it was, and I came back to one of y'all's middle school orientation. It was one of you two, and
It's probably mine because I was going to sixth grade when you was going to ninth grade.
oh yeah, okay, so yeah, so I went to orientation with you, and I saw her, and she was like, oh hey, how's it going? Oh, you remember me? First of all, I saw you last year, babe. Yes, I remember
It's been
you. It
like
was a couple months
it's been like
ago.
2 months.
Like, be for real. And second of all, is she gonna say, "Oh, you didn't like me much when you took me, huh?" I was just like this. No.
You
Girl,
said
you are
no.
right,
Of
and I
course I
mean
said
that.
no. Cause why would you even play with me like that? How dare
That's
you
so
Literally,
call
Because
me
funny.
you know,
out my name and be a butthead the whole year to me for no reason? Mind you, I
Oh,
had
that's
good grades the
funny.
whole year, but you just a butthead and now you want to be all nice to me because I'm not your student anymore. It don't work like that. I hate you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm-mm.
Hate the way
No, I
that you
hate you.
walk, the way that you talk.
and I did hate the way she dressed.
And I hate the way she walked
Dang.
and the way she talked.
It's just so interesting because I know on the opposite side, it's like, yeah, tensions run high as a teacher being in like that space.
Mm-hmm.
And like you get frustrated with kids easily sometimes because you just want things to go by. And honestly, you don't even feel those feelings long term. It's like, okay, yeah, hey, how you doing? It's nice to see you. And it genuinely is most of the time. But I get, because again, being a student, I get how it's like, get out of my face.
My
We
thing
would
is,
Mhm.
my thing is one thing if y'all have tension in the classroom, but it's a whole other thing if you're perpetually a bad person.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
also true.
So
yeah.
I think
Like
that's
it's one
the.
thing if you was having a hard time and you like yelled, like raised your voice at me one time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I was talking. Maybe it was just you were just irritated that day. It's another thing if you
Yeah.
called me fast and tried to call my daddy.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
That's wild.
When it was
yeah,
45 boys
that's
in the class, three
crazy.
girls.
What'd you say?
Because when there's not 45, but it was like 30 boys in the class, and it was like four girls in the class. But I'm fast enough
Goodbye.
talking to a boy.
It's like she should have
Goodbye.
never been able to say those types of words to kids. You
Right.
don't
Yeah.
call kids fast. That's crazy.
That insane.
Right.
So
Chris, you don't
yeah,
know me. I'm
Right.
just on here.
absolutely.
Right.
Doing the best I can. Okay. Um, did we have anything else to say about Violet?
Um, she cute. Her body T.
Yeah. I think it was I think it was cute
Apparently.
how like spontaneous she
Mm-hmm.
seemed at times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like it was what like youthful, I guess. Like they
Mm-hmm.
like it's almost like they were like back teenagers again. So I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
thought that was really cute.
I
Like
did too.
how she was like, "Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do this." You know what I'm saying? And how she enjoyed like just the simple things, like being there with him, being
Mm-hmm.
in
Mhm.
the city, back in the city with him, and she didn't want to be home.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same
Mhm.
time, she was like very optimistic after she was there for a while, and it was real cute for her to be like, "Oh yeah, let's make the best of it. Let's do this," and like actually enjoy herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's talk about Xavier, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I know for a fact I would have been head over heels for Xavier in high
Yeah.
school. I know it. He's exactly the type of boy that I would have liked in high school. I would have had a major crush on him because he's the exact type of guy I liked in middle school. Now, unfortunately, we did not have that type of guy at our high school, but
LOL.
in middle school, when I was in
Right.
middle school, I was right. I was right here on the Xavier train. So,
Yeah.
I got to college. I was back on the Xavier train. So,
I feel that.
Yeah. I
I
thought I
was
thought
not
he was very cute.
aware.
I thought he was very cute. I thought that though I was like disappointed, not because of like the profession that he ended up in, not at all, but I was disappointed that he was able to like make his dreams come true the way
me
Mhm.
he
too.
Mhm.
Oh, it broke my heart. It broke my
yeah.
heart early
Mhm.
on.
Yeah. And so I
Yeah,
was like,
because
oh,
she.
that's like,
Mhm.
that just that, made me a little sad. But at the same time, it's just like it's really beautiful how like he was able to like still, you know, just be a part of his
Make the most.
community in the way that he is.
Yeah, he pivoted
Make the
his
most.
life
What?
really well,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it helped him grow up a lot.
Yeah.
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 It
I definitely
did.
think. I definitely think the way that they broke up was very sad. But I think they needed that time apart.
I
Hmm.
agree.
They needed it. Maybe not as long and not how it went, but maybe if it didn't go how it went, they wouldn't have came back to each other. I
Right.
don't think, and she wouldn't have been as successful as she was.
Mm-hmm.
If so, I don't know. I definitely think they needed that though.
Yeah.
I
They were both
Yeah.
agree.
too much
I,
alike in the sense of arguing and
Mm-hmm.
their dreams and their passions.
Yeah.
I think they needed. I think they needed it.
I
yeah.
Yeah. I feel
agree.
like emotions were way too high for them. And even though the love was there, they definitely needed a time to like mellow out
Mm-hmm.
and to like, be like, this don't even matter for it like that. Like,
Right.
let's
Right?
get
They
back
wouldn't
to
have compromised.
the love.
I think they would have compromised for each other. Well, for each other at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I agree. Even though like he made the decision for them,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I
It was
think that
only because of
if they would have like tried to stay together, it would have been worse because of his feelings. His emotions were really high. She was very ambitious, and he had such a hit to his ego
Mm-hmm.
that
Hmm.
he it would have become toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he was so down on himself that he would have been resentful to see her have her dreams come true so close to him.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think Xavier, as a grown up, once he's, calmed down and matured, and like to see him be so involved and like caring and like considerate of his job, his obligations, his students, and of Violet when she was around.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was really nice to
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
I feel
And I'm
like
happy this wasn't a player book. That's what I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be.
you thought it was
Say,
gonna be a
say,
I'm
player
glad they were
book.
able to. Hmm.
You say you thought it was gonna be
say,
a player book.
Yeah. I thought they was gonna play around for a bit.
Oh.
Of course, I knew it was gonna be. You know how sometimes in romance novels it's a lot of back and forth in
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, just trying to play around with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it was. They were always
Me too.
liking each other. It was settled on each other from the beginning. It
Right.
mhm,
wasn't like just a back and forth thing. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, but it's
Right.
like
I'm gonna do
right.
this,
I'll
get back at you.
say
I'm gonna do this,
essentially
get back at you.
Yeah,
right, right.
I'm glad that it was more like streamlined.
Yeah.
right.
The
Yeah,
romance was
actual
more
romance.
streamlined.
I'll say
Yeah.
this. I like the fact that I don't like that this is a reality, but I like that it was portrayed the way it was how Xavier felt being an athlete. Now, I have talked to a couple of athletes in my life, and they
Mm-hmm.
all have pretty much felt the same. Like it's like, what do you do? Because like there are a lot of young men who are playing sports their whole lives, and they're like set to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to NBA or I'm going to the NFL or whatever major league it is that they're going to go to that they've been playing their whole life, and then once they get to college, they'll be like, oh, it's not my little town no
Mm-hmm.
more. Like it's
Right.
big stakes, and not to say that they won't make it or whatever, but I do see a lot of them count themselves out because of the insecurity, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
really sad reality because then they're like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
and I hate that for them. I'm glad that Xavier was able to, like I said earlier, pivot his life to something else that he really found that he enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes a lot of them, they take a lot of time to get to that point, and I empathize with it a lot because it's just kind of effed, like what
Yeah.
Yeah.
am I supposed to do? I've been doing this one thing my whole life, and that's it.
Hmm.
Right.
And nobody
Right.
ever, and I was good at it, so nobody ever paid attention to like anything else I liked, or tried to get me to find any other interests. So it's just
Yeah.
this my whole life, and now I didn't do it. With Xavier, I hate that he quit the team instead of just not making it. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because who's to say, he could just been in his
Yeah.
head. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
a lot of it was
unfortunate.
in his head
Mhm.
because he saw all these other skilled people. You went to a place like what is it, UK, University of Kentucky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
baby,
have like
you're
standouts as the people that you're looking at.
right.
So he it's a culture shock from being the best one on your team to being not as skilled as the people on your team because you just need to refine your your skills.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting that it is a reality, and it's like you don't want to discourage people being around kids who are dead set on being athletes, dead set on being, rappers, whatever. And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're good at it. I see the talent.
Mhm.
Other people see the talent, but it's hard for you to even be like, okay, what's your plan B? Because then they're like, you don't think I'm like, it's discouraging
Right.
to
Right.
them. And it's like, no, and I understand that because if you
Right.
have like a one track mind, then for them it's like I'm making it.
Right.
But if I give a plan B, it's like it gives them space to feel like they're not going to make it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then it's valuable to recognize other things that you're good at because in a high stakes business like being an athlete or like trying out or potentially being injured, you need something to fall back on or you need something else to feel value in so that you don't feel hopeless in the moment because it's so devastating.
Right.
And then
Right.
for them to grow up like all these parents who put their kids into sports and it's like this is what we're doing. You're playing baseball, you're doing basketball, you're running track, you're
Right.
doing this, and we're gonna figure out which one sticks, and then we're gonna push that until somebody scouts you.
Right.
And it's their whole life.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Sad, but
And so that upset is so devastating because it's like I don't know anything else.
right. That's why I was so sad to hear that, because I was just like, when I was reading it, I was just like, um, so how are they gonna make Xavier not a player if he in the NBA? That was me. I'm like,
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but that's because you were able to speculate on that because we didn't read the whole blurb.
exactly. Exactly. Because had I kept going, because when I was reading it and it said Xavier Wright, I said, oh, I don't want to read no more. And I didn't. Xavier
Mm-hmm.
Wright, as a high school teacher.
Say, huh?
Whenever,
So he,
whenever
okay,
they
I
were
don't
he
give
goes
talking
to
no
about
fuck.
like
the
their like passions in the beginning of the book when they were still teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like I already suspected that one of them wasn't going to reach it, and I just figured it was going to be Xavier because I was like I don't think she going to do that to
Like
Violet's character.
Right. It wouldn't make sense.
So yeah, so I kind of just assumed it was going to be Xavier, but I still was like But I hope they both make it. Like,
I was just like, maybe he gonna be
No,
like
I
on the
think it's gonna
bench.
make it.
yeah,
I thought they was gonna make it.
I did
Both of
too.
them.
Yeah.
I did. I did for sure. But okay, but overall I really liked both main characters and neither one of them
Me too.
um like pissed me off for real. So
yeah,
Yeah.
It was just
yeah.
a
I
simple
agree.
love story with them.
mm-hmm.
Not necessarily simple, but
Yeah.
it was an easy going love story rather than fighting trials and tribulations.
Cheating,
Going
lying,
through stuff like
stealing,
Not that.
trapping.
they
Yikes.
went through stuff with other
Really.
people. They didn't really go through anything past the breakup with each other. They just simply loved each other. It was miscommunication. It was
Hmm.
distance. It was like stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I hate you. You did this to me. You did this to me.
I
So,
hate
Right.
you, Jody.
Right.
Thank God. Okay.
right.
Well, let's move on to our favorite characters. So, I want you all to name who your favorite character was, if you have one, who your favorite character was outside of the two main characters. For favorite, let's see, my favorite character I have written down Caramel Kitty. I really liked her. I just felt like she was Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
So, but then
She
they
was.
mentioned Megan Thee Stallion. They name dropped
They
Megan Thee
did.
Yeah,
Stallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
So
she was
maybe let's
definitely supposed to be like
She was Meg
Something
to
Megan
me.
similar.
Stallion that they could elaborate on, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was my favorite character too. That's what I have written down.
Okay.
Okay.
Who did y'all like?
I don't really have a favorite character, but I did like his best friend. What was his name?
I was gonna say it was like Raheem or something like that. I
Yeah,
liked him
Raheem.
too. He was my
I
second.
He
did
was
like him.
silly. He was very
Never
Am I
had a
silly.
good
cousin?
time. Oh, they were cousins. They were cousins, but they were best friends too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was
And he know how to
funny
have a
because
good
it's like, what you doing in a club
time.
with Caramel Kitty
Right.
and
Literally.
Right.
like
And at first,
yeah,
He
at
was for
taking
first, I was
real.
gonna be like, oh, you
taking
have blonde
shots.
hair.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he was for real. He said, "I'm not gonna be going through this. Either y'all gonna be in love or y'all not. I'm not gonna keep playing with
I
y'all.
know that's right.
Like, I'm doing
Because I already did it
this
once. Can't do it
Real
twice.
life. Real life.
Um, I don't have a favorite character outside of the two mains, but one character
right.
outside of Caramel Kitty that I did like was the student, the one who's like all up in his business, whose mom spilled the beans. I thought
Mhm.
she reminds me of a lot of students that I have.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like just kind of in your business but really care. So
Mhm.
they give it to the advice and they dig. And it's
Mhm.
like, okay. But I did like her.
The whole, why you ain't tell us you was married? You really hurt my feelings.
Right. You
Not my
said
favorite
we was
girl.
your favorite class. So what you holding back for? What?
I'm grown. I'm
Like
grown man.
my
First of all,
business?
I'm a big
My
girl.
personal
the
business?
other one said, my mama said that she must be pregnant because y'all got married so quick.
Why would you say
And
that?
First
and
of
that's
all, pull your foot
exactly
out and let's teach the lesson.
Right.
and then my girl was like, don't no, when it was no, when Dante was like, why she ain't got your last name? Because you don't have to have her last name. His last
Period.
name.
Period.
I like that part.
Dante.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now back to the lesson.
Right. Before I put you out.
Exactly.
Before you
But I
be
put
sitting
you
in
out.
the hallway.
Where's the name from my fake wife?
Okay. Before I see you to
Well,
the TOR
If I
room.
turn up. Yeah. If I get
Exactly.
embarrassed, it's lights out. I'm sorry.
Okay, so who was y'all's least favorite character? I feel like I mean, I just feel like it's probably gonna be unanimous,
It has,
but
Yeah.
right. That
all
ball
Everybody
right,
say
man.
don't
one,
see.
two, three, Eddie.
Straight ball man.
no.
What you said me?
Hit the ball man.
That is so
Favorite
funny.
character was
Ball,
Lamar.
shiny ball. Didn't she say something about rubbing his
He
head?
was
You said
bald.
you said
Oh,
the mom?
Yeah, that was my least favorite character.
She
Yeah.
oh,
was
she was
second.
next. She
Yeah,
was next.
like he
I just
just
think
egregious. I
she
feel
was
like I,
I think she misunderstood too.
yeah, I do too.
I think
I
she got
feel like
abrasive.
I feel like she
Because she's
cares,
misunderstood.
but that's not really an excuse. But I feel like she cares,
Yeah,
whereas I feel like Eddie just a butthole.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't. She's
100%.
only my least favorite character in the sense of like she obviously cares, but again, it's also not an excuse for her behavior at times. Um, it just you my mama. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to be doing this to me. You're not supposed to
Right.
be directly going against my wishes when I ask you.
I was waiting
Mhm.
for Violet to go off on
Specifically
her, and
ask
she
not
didn't.
to. That
Mhm.
just a trigger of mine.
Yeah.
But
I was waiting on her to go off
I
on
was
her,
already
but she
expecting
never
it to like
did.
be a different person. So,
You heard me?
huh?
I said I was waiting on her to go off on her mama, but she never did. I was
Yeah,
like, dang, she must really respect her.
yeah, yeah. Because
She said, I'm not even gonna do this
let me
today.
tell you,
Right.
I don't care about these people in this town gossiping. I don't care about what so and so think. That's you. That's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
That's not a me problem.
Hmm.
I can't control that. They gonna talk. Now I asked you not to do this.
Specifically, I specifically asked you not to make it a big party, and you invited
Say what you want,
every
Seriously.
bleep in the town. That's
and then want
crazy.
to put a and then want to put a well. Forgive me for girl.
No, I won't forgive you. Actually, let's talk about it in the kitchen.
Actually, everybody, you ain't gotta go home. Like,
Right.
I
You
would
gotta
have
get
been
them.
pissed.
Get out. Get out. And then just on Small Fish, that old high school classmate,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
her,
yeah.
excuse
I
me.
would have rung her
First of
neck.
all, first of all, upon me getting into the town and you thinking that it's okay for you to approach me at my man's
Right,
fundraiser talking about so when y'all was together because I saw him 3 weeks ago and he ain't said nothing about you.
girl. Mind your business.
You think the 10 years that he was in here as a bachelor, if you had the chance to get him when he was available and you didn't, that you feel like you can come up here and check me as if I stopped your chances?
Right.
Like,
She should have
like
got
girl, be for
she
real.
should have got cussed out.
A 10-year
And then
crush
the
is
mama
crazy.
invited her for her macaroni cheese
You
balls.
Right.
gotta move on. You have to move
She should
on.
have got cussed out because there's no stakes for that. That's an easy cussing out. Mm-hmm.
A 10-year crush is crazy.
Tia crush is insane.
Insane,
Get over
insane.
it.
Like, you
A
still
10-year
mad.
unrequited crush.
Right. You still mad because then they go to prom together and he left for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at
Yeah,
that at that
after that,
he
point,
knew.
man,
Like, why you still want him after
that's
this?
what I'm saying. She should have cut him off. You
right.
sitting here mad at Violet whole
Like,
time
you
he
really should
was
have
your
just
prom
left him.
date.
And second of all, you
Exactly.
knew you were second option. Probably bottom of the barrel option because he knew that you liked him.
Mhm.
Everybody in that school knew that they was in love with each other, obsessed with each other, and you knew it too.
He
So
just
that's
knew
your
that was her
fault.
chance.
He said in his mind, he said, "Oh, she gonna say yes."
Yeah.
I need somebody quick. That's what
Yeah.
he said in his mind.
Exactly. That's exactly what he said. And what did she say? Yes.
She said no. She said yes.
Oh, stupid. Excited. And he knew
Crazy.
it.
And he left and went and got tattooed with another girl. Oh.
That's
Now
crazy.
I
That's
did think that was
crazy.
cute. Like just them
Uh-huh.
seeing it, each other's tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I thought that was
I
cute
wouldn't do
too.
it, but that was cute.
I was say y'all get a tattoo.
No,
With y'all
no,
man.
no.
I would. Not
Ain't
his
ain't found the
name.
love.
Not his
Ain't found the
name.
love good enough.
I told my boyfriend that we gotta get tattoos of each other's faces.
That's a
I'm
choice.
lying.
Anyways, I'll just say I ain't gonna talk about that bald head man for too long, but I just want to say,
He don't have no hair.
I just want to say, I don't like when exes like try to come back and be like,
I was bitter.
yeah,
Were
like
you? Because we're exes for a reason.
exactly. Like don't you cheated on me. So don't come up here talking about something, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than him. I mean, I'm better than him. No,
Like,
you're not. Like a cockroach would be better than you.
like
Anything. Like
So,
a soggy Cheeto would be better than you.
and I love that
And Cheeto.
scene. A wet Cheeto, a Cheeto that a baby handed you that been through the ringer in their mouth, in their hands, on the grass all day, better than
Not the
That's
your
bad.
bald head behind. Okay,
That's sad. It is.
Now, now you scrambling because you have no other options.
right? Because you got cheated
right.
on. Don't feel good. Do it. Do it. So I'm glad he got his comeuppance. But I don't like that. So F him. He was my least favorite character, but I totally understand the layers of the her and the mom's relationship.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's
yeah, 'cause
just,
that's very complicated.
and I was still frustrated with the mom at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
I feel like she should have went off on her mama. Her mama apologized, but like, did she learn?
Like,
You
I guess
know,
we'll see. I guess we'll see whenever the next book come out.
Right.
yeah, that
Hopefully,
type of stuff
because
dies hard.
in neighbor favor, Lily had an issue with her too, like overstepping as well. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just her personality. Even though she was overstepping in a different way, it's
Mm-hmm.
just her. It's just her personality. It's just like, girl, but you gotta stop. You don't think it's crazy? Nobody want to come home.
Yeah, that's that upper echelon
Jack
boys
and
and
Jill.
girls club, Jack and Jill, sorority. I got, I'm a can't think of the word. Like she's like a socialite. What's the other word?
I don't know, but yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Just
She
the
Yeah.
cares
whole I
about
gotta
her
keep.
appearance.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep up appearances.
Yeah. Okay, so what was y'all's favorite scene of the book or favorite part of the book?
I'll say that I don't know what my favorite scene is, but one of my favorite scenes was like the first turning point of them being together and like whenever she got sick
Mm-hmm.
and them finally kind of like becoming comfortable and just allowing themselves to let their emotions run naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like it's such I like the way that part was written. It was
Me
so
too.
natural.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, look at them, it's so cute. Like they just like you're waiting on them to like become comfortable, you're waiting on them to be like the familiarity to take over. And
hmm
that was like the first time, outside of them, being in Vegas, that was like the first time they were like really kind of like allowing themselves to just be regular with each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me too.
I got three things written down, but
Okay.
so I really liked when they were in high school and they snuck into the neighbor's pool. I
Oh yeah.
love that part. I thought that was so cute. They was telling each other they like each other. I thought that was so freaking cute.
Yeah, that was cute.
Um, I really
That would be
like,
something that you like.
huh?
Sorry.
What you
I said
say?
that'll be something that you like.
I was
That's
like,
that's
my
that bad boy appeal.
my feet was like this.
Well,
hmm
Like I was just like, oh my god, that is so cute. And I like the way they met too. I like the way they met because they was like, you fine, you fine.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right, we go together.
Right, we
Yeah.
go together. Like it's clearly we the finest people in the building.
And I really like
What's
that
going
little
on?
part whenever she was like tempering herself, like I don't date these little boys in this high school, so
Right.
you're not gonna come over here and try to talk me out my number.
And he
But
did
she
it.
really was like, oh, he's so fine, he's so fine.
Right.
Cause she was so cool. Who said I was looking at you? Girl, you was
Literally.
looking at me, but I was
Exactly.
looking at you too. She was like, all right, you
Exactly.
got it. You got it.
He did have it. Good job, Xavier. Um, I really liked when they had ran into each other in Vegas for the first time. Me
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Love that part because again, like you said, they eventually like let their guards down because they thought it was gonna be one day. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, yes, finally. It wasn't even that long, but And
Right.
then, my other favorite part was when they went on their Valentine's Day date.
That's my second.
I thought that was so cute. I thought the whole date was so cute. They in the freezing cold playing mini golf, like,
Mhm.
but they were just so into each other. I thought
Crazy.
that was cute.
Because why would you say let's stop and play mini golf and you on crutches?
Literally.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is something. All of this is something I would do.
Get out of the car and play mini golf on
Ridiculous.
Christian.
Let's go. Let's do what you want to do. Let's be spontaneous. Let's go skinny dipping. Like,
Man,
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
go
I
hurt
ever
yourself.
did it.
what's y'all favorite part?
I think one of them was when they were dancing in the club after they first met. And they were having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That was me.
Mhm.
Right.
When they
Literally.
was dancing. And second one is not a specific part. I just like how when they would like tell each other they loved each other
Mm-hmm.
and be I love you as much as this, I love you as much as like
Oh
the back and
yeah.
forth.
Mhm.
That was very
It was very
cute.
adorable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's mine.
I think I don't have like specific parts. I just like the parts of the book when they would like see each other in their element of like their passions.
Mm-hmm.
Like so whenever there was at the little fair thing and you know, Xavier was, being the his English teacher self and being an integral part of the community and she was just like watching him like
Mm-hmm.
you know, be the person that people go to for answers and him
Mhm.
being like genuinely happy to like help and stuff like that. I thought it was very cute. And
Mm-hmm.
also whenever, he would watch her um do her, stylist stuff and like they just seem genuinely happy to see each other like doing what they were meant to do. Even though, Xavier didn't know that that was like what he wants to do for real. It's still like it shows on his face, like, you
Mm-hmm.
can see it. And I just thought that that was like very cute that they just seem genuinely happy to see each other like do things
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
in their field. And that's also
Mm-hmm.
what I liked about the book. I liked that it was never a point of like, oh, you got to stop doing this, or I have to stop doing what I love. Like that was on Xavier's part, but that wasn't because of like the relationship per se. It was because of his emotion,
Insecure.
Right.
uh, yeah, about himself. But yeah, it was like, but especially with Violet, because at like the whole thing of the book, I was just like, is it tough? Like, how they gonna get over this? How they gonna get over
Right.
the hump of like not having enough time to do things for each other. But it's like they truly they were truly doing things that they loved and they truly loved each other. So it was just like we just gonna
Yep.
we just gonna
Right.
do what it
Look it
do.
up. And real quick, that scene that you were talking about her seeing him like in his element with like the students and then were you
Hmm.
talking about like at the bowling alley?
Was that the
Were you talking
bowling?
about you said
At
the
the
fair
fundraiser.
Yeah,
fundraiser.
yeah.
Okay. So real quick, my little gripe with that, I love that scene because
Mm.
it kinda that was another one I was thinking of. But Miss the secretary,
Uh huh.
how dare you
Neck
try to
wrong.
make us kiss? That is
Yeah,
Like,
so inappropriate.
you
yeah.
are
I forgot about that.
Right.
so.
She's like, now kiss. Excuse me? Now kiss.
I'm like, you getting off to
Wait,
this, ma'am?
Because you're not gonna make me just because we're newlyweds and you knew us as kid that and now that's weird because you knew us as kids.
Exactly. Y'all need to be re background checking her.
Talking about some
Reevaluated.
now we're doing a cute little
I remember
and
when
she's
y'all
like,
was
okay,
kids. Now kids.
boring, boring. Let's see. Um do another pause. How about y'all kiss?
Like, now Xavier, bend over. Like, be serious. You weirdo.
It's like that was weird. I didn't like that.
I don't like
But
her
everything
either.
else, yeah, just them being so happy to see them in their passions and genuinely being happy because they genuinely care about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Freaking weirdo. She probably number 3 on my ish list.
The
That's
biggest
the reason.
pretender in the book.
She is the biggest pretender.
Like, every time she came on, she made me roll my eyes. Okay,
Real quick, and that coach
yeah, him too.
hater.
Oh, Tom was it
Oh,
Tim?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tim, yeah.
I did like him.
I didn't
All
like him
right.
either. I'm glad he didn't. I wanted him to take the job, but at the same time, I didn't. Because the
Yeah.
kids was gonna be fine, but like, are you?
Yeah. You don't you,
But
like
in
you do
the
not
end, it
want
worked
to
out.
come to work to this man every day.
Right.
Nasty.
What you say, me?
I say in the end, it worked out because he was gonna take the position and get more money as well. So
Right.
Hmm.
yes. Mhm.
Okay. Least favorite part or scene. I can read mine off. They all got to do with Eddie, so let me read it. Essay one. Eddie show. This is in no particular order. One. Eddie showing back up to work with the sisters. Didn't like that. Two. Her description of life with Eddie. That made me mad. Three, bathroom scene with
Hmm.
Eddie. I did like the bathroom scene, but I hated the bathroom scene at the same time. Now her
Hmm.
description of life with Eddie when she was just talking about how like he was busy all the time, which worked in some cases, but when it didn't, it really didn't work. And then he was like not attentive to her. He didn't really know her. Like we knew he didn't know her for real, but it was like, dang, do you like what you like about her?
Yeah.
She cute.
Right. And
Yeah.
she
It knows
busy.
the lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
so it's convenient, and that's it.
Mm,
Do y'all have a least favorite part? It was hard to pull. It was hard to pull. That's why they all about Eddie.
right. It is about Eddie. I don't know if I have a least favorite part, but
My least favorite part was the scenes with Eddie and also the whole wedding dinner
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
It made me so frustrated
Make your nerves
because
bad.
because going back to the why you invited all these people. Um,
Violet better than me. I wouldn't have got out the car.
I would not have, and I would not have attempted to mingle. Like, no, I'm not
Mm-mm.
doing this. I told you
Mm-mm.
not to do this. Why'd you do this?
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't have got out the car. She got out the car. I wouldn't have said nothing to nobody. I probably would have went up to her and said it's fake, and then I would have went home.
It was all a lie.
All this for nothing. Did all this for nothing.
I
Congratulations,
would
everybody! Everybody, clap.
literally um the whole what's her name? I keep I've been watching Bridget at the same time. I keep conflating the mean girl character with
Cressida Cowper.
Capricia, whatever her name is.
Carissa,
everybody says something different.
don't know.
Who is it?
Carlotta.
Carlissa.
The
Not
blonde
Carlotta.
girl that's about to be an old maid.
Carlotta.
Yeah, because you in everybody's business except yours.
Literally,
She don't
the
have
fact
none.
that like also is like why does she keep showing like why y'all
Yeah.
keep calling her?
Right.
I don't like her. You know I don't like her.
Because the town
But
is
she gonna be
big.
there.
And she
Right,
make the
she's gonna
best.
be there.
Right. She makes the best macaroni balls in the city.
But
And
like it's such a small city, and mom cares about appearances.
mhm,
So imagine if she went out the city or out the town for catering, and they'd be like, "Oh, what's wrong with them? Oh, they got beef going on. Oh,
mhm.
what's the deal? Is it because Violet don't like her?"
Yes.
It would have been a whole big
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why.
We hate
I
we
don't
her.
know who
know
that's right now.
ain't no surprise.
And we all hate her. I would
And
have did it.
so it was all that um the it also it frustrates me whenever there's like one parent that's like um doing all this and then the other parent in the background just
Mm-hmm. Right.
Wait,
Speak
you
up.
can't rein them
Throwing her
in?
back.
Your voice box broke?
like like let's not like anytime you open your mouth is to be like shh, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fight both of y'all
Yep.
actually in front of all these people. They gonna say then.
Nothing. Same thing you've been
Yeah.
saying.
That
Exactly.
irritated me and then the girl went and gossiped at the party.
I promise your secret is safe with me.
I
Then
would have
walked
dragged
right
her.
out and
I would
told
have literally dragged her.
everybody, mouth of the East, because they on the East Coast.
But yeah, that part just got on my nerves.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. Anybody else got a least favorite part?
Y'all said them.
Right. I'm saying that's it. That's it.
Ditto.
Okay. Those are all of the questions or whatever topics that I want to talk about the book. Overall, I thought it was really, really good. Like I said, this is really in the running to be my favorite book of the year so far.
Okay.
So
Any final?
yeah,
You
any
say any
final
final
thoughts?
ratings?
Yeah, let's do final ratings. 5 stars on one to scale of 1 to 5.
Okay.
I say 5.
Going first.
Okay. I gave it a 4.
All right.
I give it a 4.
Me too. 4.
Oh, y'all suck. Okay. So
4.2.
4.2.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
Yeah.
Really
It was
good.
good.
Okay, so our rating for the partner plot is 4.3. Yay!
Yay. Woo, woo,
Still a
woo, woo,
5 in my
woo.
eyes. Anyways, um, so that is the partner plot conversation. So we just want to wrap this up by letting you all know what the book of July will be, and that is The Children of Blood and Bone by, correct me if I'm saying her name wrong, Tomi Adeyemi. Adeyemi?
Tony Adiemi.
Tomi
I think that's how she says
Adeyemi.
it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's what we'll be reading for the month of July. We'll get into our fantasy um era, our fantasy bag.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Aren't they making a movie of this?
Supposed to
They,
be, yeah.
yeah, that
They're
or
supposed to be making some like movie show, something like that. It's been a
yeah.
running since she dropped that first book.
Okay. So I'm excited, and that is a wrap, guys.
Yay, bye.